Hey, good morning, everybody on Edgeful. My name is Kevin Dubrisky, and I will be your host today. Today, we are looking at the ES. This morning, we had PPI data, which gave us a very strong move. So, in the market right now, we do have a very strong reaction. In about 5 minutes, we'll get started with our live stream. We will see if we can take any trades. I'm currently in a long on ES right now, looking to see if this support wants to hold, see if we go back to those data highs. I will see you guys in just a moment. Make sure you guys stick around and we will catch some trades together. All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Are you guys ready to take some trades? I'm currently in some longs on ES at 58.94. Right now, the market is giving me a fantastic reaction. The 15 held this 15-minute fair value gap and a 5-minute fair value gap. I'd really like to see the market move higher. Ideally, I'd want to see if we could come hit this data high over here. So I'm in it for the long run, looking for a 15-1 risk to reward on this trade, guys. This is huge. This is going to be a gigantic trade if it does hit. So let's check it out. And just so you guys do know, I am in it. My entries are on another monitor. So here I am in 3 contracts, about a 3-point stop loss, and we will see if it plays out. I like the buying pressure here. I might have TP1 over here. We'll see. I really wanted us to take out data high of the jobless claims from the other day. Wow, huge, guys, huge trade. Let me get us up on Discord. Yo, Discord, guys, this long position is going crazy right now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. I'd really like to see some momentum behind this. The 15-minute looks good, like it wants to give us a basing candle. So whenever I look for a 15-minute demand zone, I look for a basing candle, and then I look for a momentum candle, and then continuation. So right now, because I caught longs at this low down here, I'm just holding these. I'm not looking to scale out of any. I'm going to stay patient. My take profit's 53 points away. Could be a little unrealistic, so we could shoot for, of course, just the data high. I do want to be a little careful because the last time we had data, we ended up failing the data high. So we had data on last Friday. We had, I believe it was the non-farm payroll. We created a data high. We created our data low. We stayed moving lower. We hit the data low and continued lower. We didn't hit the data high. Now, sometimes what I notice is we don't hit that data high for a few days. And today, it looks like we started to reverse yesterday. Today looks like we might have that continuation higher. If we look at the daily time frame, we're already above previous day high. I'd really like to see us come hit that data high. That would be a huge trade. 15 minutes already lining up like it's going to play out. So I'm just going to be patient here, guys. Looking for 50 points on ES with 3 ES contracts, 3-point stop loss. That's crazy, man. You guys are going to see one of my biggest trades today. We'll see. There we go. Some more buying pressure. Love it. Love it. Love it. Such a tight risk on this, guys. My original risk on this trade was $350. I added to it with confirmation. Right now I'm up 1,100 on this. Next pop I'll be up 12. Next pop 13. It's just about having a tight stop loss, looking for a good trade, high probability. Came into a fair value gap that had a lot of liquidity in it. Part of me wants to scale out of some here. Another part is saying, no, let's just hold. We'll let it play out. We'll be patient. And guys, even if it does want to come back and stop me out, that's okay too. I have faith in the market right now. I have faith in my setup. We always have to trust our setups because once we start cutting our winners too short, we're going to see way too many losses start to compile and our winners won't be able to take care of our losses. I want to see how we react to this 59.05. This is sort of heavy on bookmap right here. We do have some sellers. I like to see the support. We had good buying pressure. Let's check out the volume too here. Good buying delta. Let's check out the total volume. That's what I want to see. Strong positive delta on this last candle. Positive 1,000 delta. We haven't had positive 1,000 delta till over here this other candle. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. I want to see continuation. I'm looking at the delta on this candle. I want to see it stay positive. We do have some more support forming under us, so I'm just going to stay patient. My entry was all the way down here. I'm looking for continuation. Good morning, everybody. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to let me know. Where's the chat? There it is. All right, yes, it's time to continue onward. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see. Let the market chop. Let it drop a little bit. Stop some people out. I'm not stopping out. If anything, I'm waiting on the 15-minute to close. I want the 15-minute to close where price has already been. So if it chops around for 8 minutes but still closes up here, I'm holding this trade. And then guess what? The 9:30 market opens. Now, what I'd like to see, so this was the fair value gap I entered on, so we're going to mark that out. And then this is the demand zone that I'd like to see us form right here. And look at this fair value gap. It also wicked this breaker block. So again, this was just a phenomenal entry. Really good stuff. Tight stop loss. Good stuff this morning. We went over that in the pre-market prep. So now what I'd like to see when the market opens, so first off, I'd like to see this 15-minute candle close somewhere over here. Anywhere over here would be great. We'll say over here or higher. And then I'd like to see the next 15 perhaps wick it and find some buying and push higher. If we find that, I might add to my long position there again. But we'll be careful. We'll take a look when we got to see how this 5-minute and 15-minute want to close. This 15-minute is very important to close bullish for us. And that's why I like to look at the 5-minute, because if the 5-minute has good momentum too, then that could help support our 15-minute thesis. Look at the buying pressure. This is a positive delta of 1,600. No, I'm sorry. This is total volume. That is not total delta, positive delta. That is total volume 1,600. Total volume 2,000. So volume's picking up again. Positive deltas are here. I like this to the upside. Targets to the upside on bookmap 5920. 5920. Very key level. So that'll be my take profit one as well. TP1, 7-to-1 risk to reward. Fine, I'll be okay with the 7-to-1. We'll get out of 2 contracts there, and then we'll ride the 1. Or we'll also see how the 15 wants to open when the market opens, guys. It's going to be so important. Could completely skyrocket. Not much resistance above us right now. We got some good support below us. I love this. I love this on these longs, guys. Currently up 1,100 on these longs. If we pull back, that's okay. Just got to see how this 5 wants to close. Looking at this, 15 wants to close. I don't care how the 5 closes. The 5 could pull back. That's okay. I care about how the 15 closes. We have support down here around 58.95. That's way down here. Now, I wouldn't want us to come all the way down there, especially because I want the 15 to close green. Now, we have 5.5 minutes left for the 15 to close, which is, again, plenty of time for it to drop a bit, find some support, and push up higher again. So we're going to be patient. We're going to let the 15 close. We'll see how the market wants to play out. My entry's way down here, so as long as we're above here, I'm green. It's okay. Stress-free. Good morning, good morning. Enjoying the stream. Nice. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Yep. We got to keep good management, good risk management, good trade plans, good trade follow through. You got to be aware of everything that's going on in the market without any bias. When we don't have a bias in the market, we could read the market a lot more clearly. It's almost like in real life, guys. If we have a bias of something, whether it's school related, you like math more than science, or if it's coworker related, you like Sarah more than Jim. Whatever the case may be, you're watching a show and it's character bias. Whatever the case is, when we have a bias, we can't think clearly. When we can't think clearly, we're not going to be able to execute our trades appropriately, and that's when emotion steps in and will really screw us up. VWAP is holding. VWAP started picking up over here too. That is the volume weighted average price. So it's looking good, guys, on these longs right now. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that follow. I do appreciate you guys, whether you're on Twitter or YouTube or in the Discord. Love you guys. All love. All love, always love. We got 345 and 2 zigzags left in this 5-minute candle. I'd really like to see heavy volume pick up right here. So this 383, I'd like to see that pick up to like 450, 500. As we see over here, we already had 450, 500. So if we could get more volume than that while we break, that would help give me confirmation. I like that the point of control has remained in this same area, but I'd really like to see high volume on this breakout. And we're going to need high volume for the breakout. We can't break out without volume, guys. Volume and order flow move the market. That's why I love using Bookmap during my trades. That's why I like using Edgeful to find my probabilities of my trades. Everything comes in play. What I want to see on Edgeful is the gap fill. Because the gap, we have a gap, guys, on ES. Where is our gap? Our gap's to the downside. Yeah, we're not filling the gap. Forget the gap. We go by, where is it? Green and red days by weekday. Remember, guys, we are already green. Oh, you know what I want to see? I want to see performance by weekday. Today's Tuesday, right? So I'd want to see strong performance on a green day on Tuesday. Let's take a look at the volume, because now we're trying to break out again. 807, volume's picking up. 822, 834, volume is starting to pick up here. Is it enough to break out? Look at this, guys. Tuesdays are the strongest of days. That's huge. That is huge. Tuesdays are the strongest of days. That's crazy. Let's see, guys. Look at that big volume. That's the volume I'm talking about. Now on the 15-minute time frame, man, oh man, oh man. This is going to be a crazy trade, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, make some money with me. I go live on Edgeful's YouTube on Mondays and Tuesdays. I go live on Edgeful's Discord Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I go live on Bullish Bears YouTube. That's where I reside. That's a trading community. Bullish Bears Monday and Friday. So you guys can basically trade with me every day but Thursday. And you guys could also check me out at tradingpioneers.net. That is my personal website. I do offer one-on-one mentorships, and I am putting together a little bit of a futures beginner program. I made it very cheap. A lot of people try to sell these big courses for thousands of dollars. It's $400. I figured I'd make it cheap because if I'm going to be selling it in bundles, I don't want to be becoming rich off of the courses. That's a little silly. I'm doing fine with trading. But time is money, and I can't really be giving away things for free, so I figured I'll make it cheap for you guys. TradingPioneers.net. Look at this. ES, keep going, baby. Let's check out that volume. Looking good, looking good. Come on. There we go. Damn, 4K volume. Market opens, guys, in 15 seconds. So we're going to come back to our regular candles. We're seeing where this 15 is opened. Guys, depending on how market reacts, I might hold this trade till the next data high. We'll see. Market is opened right here, guys. Let's check it out. Got some resistance up here. I'm holding it till either my stop loss or my take profit. That's the only way we can trade. If it sinks and it dumps on me, that's okay, guys. That is okay. We have no control over the market. We only have control over the trades we take and how much we risk per trade. That's the only thing in our control. Now, at this point, I'd like to see where the NASDAQ and the weighted index and VIX are. VIX is below previous day low, which is bullish. So I'd still like to see these longs continue. We are finding some selling pressure. In my opinion, I don't think it's the strongest of selling pressure. Obviously, it's trying its best. I'm still holding these longs. We're going to stay patient. Again, if it stops me out, it stops me out. But right now, hasn't stopped me out. It's retested this 15-minute order block. I'd like to see some support here If we could see some support here and reverse back to the green side, then I'll move my stop loss to where this low was. If not, then I'm just going to keep my stop loss at the same place. My entry is still green, and I'm going to wait for this 15 to close. I'd really like to see us move higher because we have our own data high from today up here, and we have our data high from Friday that we haven't tested yet as well. Really need to see NASDAQ's weak, though, and that's what's bringing ES lower with it. So we're going to be a little careful right now. VIX is trying to push lower, but so is the weighted index, and again, that's very bearish. Look at that, coming near my point of entry. Staying patient. It is what it is. It's just how the market crumbles, how the cookie crumbles. Staying patient. If we don't get stopped out, we're still in it. That's it. If it hits this low, I'm out of this trade. I'm looking for the market structure to create higher lows to push us higher. And if we don't, then I get stopped out and the market structure fails. That's okay. Just got to recognize some support trying to build up here on ES on Bookmap. So I'm just going to stay patient right now. And again, if it stops me out, it stops me out. If it continues, great. This would have been probably a higher probability trade if we didn't have the market open halfway through the trade. So we got in down here. We had a great move higher. Then market opened and obviously gave us a crazy drop. But we're just going to wait. Looks like we're trying to find some support down here. I'd really like to see us continue higher, maybe trap some shorts before we continue higher. That's what could have been just happening. But we have 2.5 minutes left on the 5. We're in this area of support right now, so I wouldn't really be looking for shorts just at the moment. But I would definitely be careful on these longs. Because again, I'm in some longs now, and it's looking like the market does want to try to gun it to them. 58.91 is my stop loss right now. Getting close to it. That is A-okay. 58.91 even is my stop loss, and that's because if we do hit that price level, that would mean this 15-minute demand zone and order block did not hold. Now, if we don't hit that price level, so this could be a potential spot to take along with the stop loss at the lows, because look at the support we're building up here on ES right now. So we're going to be a little careful with that. We're going to be patient. I am still holding my longs. I'd like to see VIX push lower. VIX is below previous day low. So VIX is pushing lower, which is bullish on the ES. We see buyers starting to form in here. I want to see good volume take us back out of this zone, guys. Trap those sellers. Look at that. Big wick. Nice. There we go. Huge. Really want to see continuation, though. We found some support. We found some buying pressure. I like that. Here we go. Not much resistance above head either. So again, I'd like to target this data high 59.20 area. Some good buying pressure again. Love it, guys. Love it. See that? Patience. Patience, patience. Look at that. This trade, we were so green. Market dropped on us. Oh my God. It went below our entry. Held it. Didn't hit our take. Didn't hit our stop loss. And guess what? I don't care right now. It could come back down and hit my stop loss. That's fine. I'm not taking profit here. This is not my target. This was not my target. I will be patient until the 15 closes. If I was doing my analysis and my entry on the 15-minute time frame, then I want to wait for that 15-minute time frame to close to either prove me right or prove me wrong. And right now, looks like it's trying its best to prove me right. It's sort of hard to go off of the volume based on previous candles because it was just pre-market, so we don't have that New York session volume. So we're just going to be patient here, guys. Still in these longs, looking for buyers to take us home. Look at that huge John Wick right there to the downside. Hopefully trapping a lot of sellers, looking for buyers to continue. VIX is pushing lower below previous day low. Would like to see ES push higher, make new high a day, while VIX pushes lower and makes new low of day. We have good volume coming in here on ES. Again, this trade looking fantastic. Just like that, went from green to red, red to green. 4 minutes left on this 5 minute, so we do have some time. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Join me live Monday every day except for Thursday. Fifteen minute turn back green. Now I'd like to see if we can continue higher on the 15. Maybe get past this level right here. That was a strong level of resistance so far, so I'd like to see a strong break of that. Real strong break. Without a strong break of that, we could end up trading back down to the downside. I'd like to see how the 15 looks, though, for our 15-minute orb. I'm going to hold this, guys. I'm going to wait for the 15 to close because it's either going to continue in my direction, it's either going to stop me out, or it might make a new 15-minute order block, which would be a red candle with a small body and a long lower wick, which might also help us push higher too. Okay, there's the break of that level. The question is, how was the volume at that break? Starting to pick up, but again, that was pre-market volume we're comparing it to. We have some resistance up here. I'd like to see us blow right through it. Up 1,600 on this trade right now. 17. Looking good. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful trade. Beautiful. I'd like to see us take out data high and then continue higher. My trade plan today, guys, is to see 59.47. 59.47. I'm looking for 53 points on the ES today, ladies and gentlemen. 53 points. I will take profit on a contract at 59.18. I won't be stupid. I will make sure to lock in some gains. I'm looking for 53 points. I'm looking for a 16-to-1 risk to reward. Huge, huge risk to reward on this trade, guys. We're in it to win it. Look at the buying pressure still staying pretty strong. Want to see how NASDAQ's pushing higher too. Weighted index pushing higher. Take a look at our equities. A little bit of resistance. Tesla pushing higher. NVIDIA trying to hold VWAP. Apple a little bit of resistance. There we go. Weighted index with a pop. I want to see that reflect on the ES here. Weighted index pushing higher. AVGO pushing higher. Tesla pushing higher. Microsoft pushing higher. So we're going to wait. Got a minute left on this 5-minute. 15-minute closes in 6 minutes too. Looks real good to continue. We're not going to stop out of anything just yet. Take me home, country road. I'm not a fan of the resistance up here. It's funny, it sounds like I'm talking about like a superhero. Not a fan of the resistance. But no joke, not a fan of the resistance up here. So we're going to be patient. We got 32 seconds left for this 5-minute to close. We have still 6 minutes for the 15 to close, so we're just going to be patient. We're hitting point of control right now, so we are just still consolidating. Not going to worry out of any trades just yet. There's no sign of a reversal right now. Can I lock this? Yeah, I could lock that. Good, perfect. Good volume on this. Good follow-through volume. This is almost 6,000 volume right there. That's what I'd like to see. And the 5-minute close is right there. I mean, this does look good to continue. VIX is pushing lower. VIX new low of day, which is fantastic. I'd like to see ES go make new high a day now. Up $2,000 on this trade, guys. Holy cow. What a trade. I'm thinking of locking in some gains up here at this resistance level, but some good ass volume, man. But market just opened, so I probably let's see, how'd the 5 look? Nah, 5 looked bullish. We'll look for this level as support now. And don't forget, this level was resistance. Now we broke it. Let's see if we want to flip it and hold it as support. But we did have another resistance level right above. So just sort of waiting right now, guys. We are in these longs from 58.94 So we're being patient. What makes your bias bullish today? Well, we're above previous day high already. We have a data high we haven't taken out from today and from a few days ago. And yesterday we started to reverse from a demand zone. So that's sort of what made me bullish today. 344 left in the 5-minute. I'm staying patient on this because guess what? The 5-minute, I don't really care how it closes. The 15, that's the one I care about how it closes. You guys got any questions? Let me know in the comments. Drop some love, show some love. Let me know in the chat if you take any trades with me so far today. Just staying patient right now. I have Take Me Home Country Road stuck in my head right now. I don't know why. Are we done messing around? 59.10 inbound. We got NASDAQ with some strength. ES, you want to follow through? VIX pushing lower. Love to see it, baby. You already know. Cha-cha-cha. Now, good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Hope you guys are in some longs with me on ES and this bull trend, this beautiful bull trend today. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You shouldn't have. I'm definitely considering exiting one contract up here with the resistance we have at this 59.10, but I'd really like to see data high 59.20s, another 10 points away. So we'll see if we can break this level. A little bit of resistance there. Do I lock it in at 2K? Nah. Gotta see the volume on this. 15-minute too. Looking good on the 15 to continue. No reason to really stop out here. I'm going to wait and let that 15 close, guys. Not stressing about it. Not stressing over anything here in this market right now. Good volume to the upside too. Just really got to see. Look at it pull back from that level of resistance. Look at this level of resistance right here. It is holding up pretty well. Some negative deltas up there too. Minute 14 left. See if we locked in gains right here. What's our risk to reward on that? Well, it's definitely not 16 to 1, so we'll wait. Go big or go home, baby. I want that 15 to close. If it closes bullish, that's great in my favor. If it closes a little bearish, like a small red body, that's still in my favor, just not potentially as strong. Yesterday, guys, on the orb, the opening range breakout, we had a breakout. We did not have a double break, which means we had a breakout to the upside. We did not test the 15-minute low. So with that being said, wait a minute. Okay, 9:30. Yeah, I was going to say. So this would be our orb low. We're going to make this our orb. Hold up, market. Don't keep moving. I'm teaching something. Just kidding. Keep going. You're going in my direction. But orb 15, I'd like to see a breakout. If we get a breakout right away, that would be golden. But I don't know if we are. 15 closed bullish. So I'm going to move my stop loss. Part of me is like, forget this resistance. This 59.10 is holding like crazy and try to get out of one here. This is tough. This is a tougher spot now. Looking at the 15, though, I would still stay bullish. Would really like to see new high a day. I think we might get a drop here. I'd like to see continuation, but there is a chance we stop hunt a little bit one more time. 59.20, such a strong level on Bookmap. So strong. There's a lot of heavier sellers than buyers right now, though, too. So we are going to be a little patient on this. We're going to let it play out, see how the market wants to play. Seven to 1 on right here. 4 to 1 over there. We'll be patient. How's the hourly looking? 45, 30 minute, 90 minute. Yeah, I mean, I'll stay bullish. I want to see us over 59.10 though. We had a lot of good buying delta. I want to see us above 59.10. We're above VWAP. Want to see us above 59.10. But it's keep struggling. I almost want to cut the trade here in case we do struggle back to the low, because now we have our 15-minute orb. We could get a break to the downside first. Look at that pullback, guys. Huge. We're just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. That was a big sell order, though. That was big selling pressure. That might have continuation. That's tough. I'd hope it doesn't, but we're just going to have to wait. That's crazy, man. Just going to wait. It's hitting my area of support again, but I'm not seeing any support on Bookmap, which is a red flag. Huge red flag. Red flag on the play. Oh, man. Oh, it's going to come to our stop losses, maybe. That's tough. Let's see. It hasn't hit my stop yet, but it might. It might want to break that orb to the downside, and this is where my stop is going to be. Definitely got to see buyers step in here and trap those sellers, but right now those sellers were very strong. We could see that on Bookmap. We are trying to build some support here, so hopefully this was just another big fake out, but we have to be very careful now, guys, because it does look like it's trying to stop hunt. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Still in it. We're waiting. We're still in it. Finding support here. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Wow, that's why we listen to our stop losses. That is huge, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know, getting a little weak here, guys. Definitely be a little careful. Crude oil. Look, crude oil did reverse at that low. It didn't hit demand yet. And guys, see how crude's been chopping? Gold's been chopping. ES has been giving us. ES has been chopping too, but it's been given a little bit of a more clear direction. Hindsight always of 2020 should have definitely looked to scale out of a contract at this resistance at 59.10 once we started to fail it, but that's okay. We're still holding. It didn't hit my stop loss. Just got to be as patient can be. $15 hasn't closed either. Some buyers trying to step in and hold us here, guys. I'm going to scale out a 1 right here. So I'm not, no, I won't. I'll hold it. There's very poor, very weak price action right now. It is definitely not finding the support I was looking for us to continue higher to hit that data high. I'm just going to stay patient though until it hits my stop loss, until it hits my take profit. It hasn't done anything yet. Coming back to this level of support again. Let's see, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we hold the support or you think we break through it? What do you guys think? It's definitely getting weak down here. Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have NASDAQ at any support? NASDAQ sort of at a support level right now, too. We'll have to see, guys. I like that the support's trying to hold this 58.92 area. Just got to see if we want to push through it and absorb it. Look at this. So now we're going to see how we react. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not taking this. I'm out. I'm done. We're seeing how we react in this zone now. 58.90, 58.92. Very strong. If we get a quick reaction, we could take a long here. 58.92, 58.90 stop loss. But this was a very strong volume to bring us lower. We're going to have to see. Looks too weak. Looks too weak. Gotta be careful. Gotta read the market without bias. That's it. See that? Read it without bias. Okay, let's see. We swept that level, and we're failing. Let's see if we have anything on crude or gold. Gold looks like it's trying to push higher. Weird price action, though, so we'll mark out this fair value gap on gold. See if we want to react to it. Oh, that's a 1 minute. I'm sorry. Why did it just give me the alert now? Gold has weird volume right now, guys. Would be careful with gold. There goes ES selling off. Yep. Okay, so we're coming down to this demand zone. I had a 15-minute order block down here, right near the 78%. So we're going to see how we react here. I know at this point, I'm in a long on gold. Nice, man, nice. Let's see how we react down here on ES, this key level 58.80. I'd like to see VIX find some type of support too. NQ, this is old sell side liquidity. Okay, let's see if we get a reaction up higher here off of this order block, this 15-minute order block. A lot of people are going to be trying to catch some shorts on that sell-off. So I'd much prefer us pull back first. But we're going to have to see how the market wants to react, guys. I'd like to see us at least get above. If we get above 58.92, that would be huge. We did just have our break to the downside on the orb. We reflected this order block, not to be confused with an orb order block. And it looks like we're trying to make our way back higher. There we go. What I'd like to know is how the 15-minute is looking. If the 15 could get back above, like I said, that 92 is a huge key level of resistance over here. Get out of one contract just in case. I'm scalping 2 contracts left on ES longs in case we fail. Yeah, like that. Staying patient. See how this level of support, we broke it and then it started to work as resistance, that 58.90. So 58.90, very key. 86 right here, I'd like to see us hold 86. If it fails 86, I'm not taking it anymore. 86 is my entry point, so now my stop losses are at break even. It's tough. It's struggling right here. It's trying to move back lower. 3 minutes left in the 5 minute. It's very close. Struggling. It's trying to find support here, trying to find resistance here. Buyers versus sellers. The classic fight of the decade. 238 left in the 5 minute. Sellers piling up a little bit here. See that every time a buyer tries to step in, it pulls us back. So right now, the only trade setup we can maybe look for is to see how the 5 minute wants to close and look for a 5 minute reversal candle. So we'll look at see how we react to this support down here, 58.84, 58.80. We just got to see 58.77 is the data low. 58.77. What am I getting? A crude oil alert. Let's see what crude's doing. Crude oil in demand too. This is a 1 hour demand zone on crude. So I'd like to see if crude is at some type of support down here. Crude crashing away. Any news right now? I don't think so. It is coming up to 10 o'clock. We don't have any important news. Today is Wednesday. Oh, you know what? Fed Schmid speech. That could impact the market a little bit. So we'll wait. We'll be a little patient on that. We'll let the market close, do its thing. Yo, good morning, everybody. Morning, Steve, Marcus, Dave. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Selling pressure on crude. We'll stay out of that. Got a 5 minute order block right here. A lot of selling on crude. Always curious as to how the hourlies are looking. 30 minute too. Ooh, 30 minute on crude oil. No, not really. I was going to say we got a supply zone, but I don't see that. Gold created a 30 minute demand zone or order block right here. So if gold can pull back to 26.75, I'll take that on the retest for longs. This candle closes in 5 minutes. We wanted to watch it on ES to see if we get a rejection candle back higher. But right now, look at the weighted index. That's Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, Amazon, AVGO, and NVIDIA. It's selling off right now. It is a bit more bearish. So we're just going to be patient. ES did come to a strong level of support. And news is in 5 seconds. We didn't really pull any price levels. So we'll be patient on that. It didn't really give us a reversal candle on the 5 minute, so patience is still at play. Let's see, gold. Take a look at gold. Are we on a different contract for gold right now? Oh, look at this level of support right here. Oh, we didn't test it. ES might continue lower here. But right now, stuck in between a rock and a hard place. We have support under us. We have resistance above us. The candlesticks are saying bearish. The zones are saying bullish. a matter of being patient right now. Might want to come out to this data low at 58.7775. My boy EF from YouTube says he's in some gold longs. Good stuff, my man. Good stuff indeed. I'd like to see if we could retest this order block down here, which would also be this point of consolidation. Then I would take some gold longs with you. Right now, we're looking at maybe ES. I like ES trying to pull out of this demand zone here. The 15-minute closed pretty bearish, 30-minute closed pretty bearish. Sort of hard to fight that. Hourly also closed bearish, so let's see if we can find any resistance above head. Maybe this 58.90 level again. 58.90, 58.92. Major key level on NQ. Excuse me. On NQ over here. So that. VIX is pushing lower again, which is bullish on ES. Weighted index trying to push higher too. And this is NASDAQ. I usually trade the ES, crude oil, and gold. I used to trade NASDAQ a lot. Nice pump on gold right there. Real nice pump. Oh my God. My problem with gold is maybe I'm on the wrong thing. Maybe I'm on the wrong what's it called? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Contracts. Wow. Yeah, I'd leave too if I just forgot the word contract. I'm just kidding. Gold, nice pump, man. Who caught that again? EF, good job, dude. Great job. Like to see how crude reacts down here. I'd like to see if it could hit that 77.50 maybe. No, I wouldn't want to see 77.50. One thing at a time. So here comes ES. This is the area that we were support before. So let's see if we want to act as resistance up here now. We don't really have good entry points for a short, though. If I see a big sell bubble, I'll take it short there. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. See that? No big sell bubble, no trade yet. We tried to pick up. Give me a good sell bubble, something juicy. 46 seconds left. Sellers are trying. We do have targets to the upside, though, so we'll wait those 40 seconds. Some positive delta up here, too. I'm sure the volume picked up as well. A little bit, not the strongest of volume. If it starts to curve lower again, like I said, I'll grab a short. If not, we have 20 seconds left. It's looking like longs are trying to reverse us. We'll see. Sellers trying, but selling bubbles are not getting much larger. There we go. Now they're starting to get big. Let's see, though. Level of support right here. Weighted index trying to stall out a little bit. Some buying pressure, selling pressure, back and forth. It's a little bit of a fight between markets right now. TP hit. Good job, man. Dude, gold just went crazy. That was a great trade. Great work. If we could come back to demand on ES, that'd be great. That's previous day high, too. I just realized that. I gotta make that a little darker so it sticks out. If we come back down here, I would consider seeing if buyers step in, if we find any support. Because don't forget, VIX was pushing lower today, which is bullish. ES didn't make a new low a day. 87, I guess. 87 would be ideal entry. Look at that buyer stepping in. Don't take the breakouts. Just wait for a little pullback. Gold continuing. I sort of like crude here, but it's got some resistance above it, so I wouldn't take it. You see what I'm saying? And crude oil, where's previous day high and low on crude? Previous day low, previous day high. We're in that range. So crude oil is a no touch today. No touchy. Platinum, wow, look at that. Platinum's been trying to push lower while gold has been pushing higher. That's interesting, man. Wow, ES with that reversal off of the demand zone. I had a 15-minute order block down there. Wow, huge, guys, huge. Volume's positive right now. Let's check that 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame. 1 hour. The 1 hour has me feeling bearish because we had this big long candle higher, big long wick, body, small body, then a red candle. So I'd look for this candle to continue lower. And we have 52 minutes left for that to happen. So if we do find selling pressure again, like I said, I'd consider some ES shorts. But we'll have to see how we react. 50.90, 58.90 right here. See how we react to this 58.90. Big buying bubble just stepped in there. It's volume. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Copper mining play, Giant Mining Corp. Got you, got you. All right, there we go. Wow, big break right there. 5,900. Let's see. Boom. Holy cow, guys. Holy cow. That is crazy, man. We'll see. We will see. VIX pushing lower. Remember, our gap fills to the downside. I don't think we're going to fill that gap. A lot of people look for their buys based off of the gap. Maybe wait for crude to close too. If crude wants to give us a 15-minute basing like that, I would take it long. But that's only if it gave us a longer, lower wick like that. That's crazy how strong gold is right here. I'd love to see it pull back to this 15-minute fair value gap. 5-minute. We are above previous. I thought we were above previous day. No, we're not above previous day high on gold. Are we? No, not even close. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, we were. Nine seconds, 5 seconds. Finding some selling pressure here, but we're finding support under us. VIX is pushing lower. Weighted index trying to push higher too. Market's in a tough spot right now. We keep running into resistance. We keep selling off. We're above previous day high though. So not giving us the best of entries, not giving us the best of setups. Longs are looking better with support right here. But right now, everything's been very choppy, so there hasn't been much follow through. We'd like to see follow through to the upside. We just took out some support on the downside. We just held some support, I should say, on the downside. So I'd like to see us make a new high a day. This support, this order block, there's a 15-minute order block down here. We held it. I'd like to see us continue higher. If we do fail, then we could see continuation lower. But right now, because we held the low, I'd like to see us take out the high. A lot of times when we hold a low or hold a high, we take out the other one. Right now, we were range bound. So because we just tried to break to the low, I'd like to see that as our manipulation lower so we could distribute back higher. There we go. Beautiful. Give me some good momentum, some good strength. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Keep going. I'm in a few ES longs again from this candle open. I will look to get out of one in just a second. That 59.05 it looks like. Even 59.03 is getting a little weak up here. We have good volume? If we have good volume, I'll hold. Yeah, volume peaked up here too. I'll get out of, ooh, nice. I'll get out of one contract. Ooh, no way, just spiked where my exit was. Looking to get out of one at 59.04. So give me a pop. I'm out of one contract, holding two contracts. Okay, out of one contract, holding two contracts. 2:11 left in the 5-minute. Really want to see us break through this level of resistance up here, 59.05. 5,000 on the volume right there. Good volume coming in. A lot of resistance up here. Gotta be careful. A lot of resistance up here. I'm going to take one more contract off up here and hold just one. Because I don't want to be the hero in here. I want to take my profits and have a good day. As should you guys. 59.05, it's playing with it. It's above it, it's below it, it's above it, it's below it. We had good delta. We had positive delta. So we'll keep an eye on the delta, however the delta wants to close on this candle. See how we had 1,700, 3,800. I want to see a positive. Ooh, they just flipped that delta on us, didn't they? At that resistance level, guys. We get news right there. We're going to hold this for a sec. That was a crazy dip. Partials pay. That's right. Partials pay 100%. I like that, man. I never heard of it like that. Partials pay. That's damn straight they do. Partials pay, so when shit like this happens in the market, you don't take a loss. You just don't take as big of a win. Listen, that rejection was very strong. I'm a little concerned on these longs. I'd like to see the delta flip green, but it's not. Most likely 16 seconds left. That's tough, man. That's a negative delta on a green candle. That's a huge red flag. We're going to be careful. That could be a red flag on the sellers. Flag on the play. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be patient on these longs. Only one contract left. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. We are in a long on ES right now. Looking to see if we could go hit that 59.10 level and then 59.18. Currently in one long contract left. We scalped a few on this little pop right here. Entry was over here. Got out of a couple over here. Looking to see if we could ride this one up there. Pulling back right now. This would have been such a nicer entry, but that's okay. Just got to stay patient on it, you know? There we go, some good buying. Very weak resistance above us too, until 59.08. So that's another 6 points away. There we go, guys. Good buying pressure, staying patient. Very choppy. So right now we were buying the lows, selling the highs. I'm thinking we break previous candles high to stop some people out. Anybody who tried to go short on that previous candle. And I'd like to see us take out these highs too. That's why I'm in these longs right now. But if we fail it, I don't want to be in it if we fail it. So let's see, where are we? I'll look to get out of... I really want to play it safe. I sort of want to scale out of my last contract before we get to those highs, because if we don't get to those highs, then I'm just going to be bag holding a loss, which nobody wants to do that. 302. I mean, but my bias today was long, and my target is 50 points away. So stopping out 40 points before that target, that wasn't really in my playbook either. But this resistance up here, I have to listen to the market. This negative delta up here, I have to listen to the market. I will most likely exit out of this trade over here if we get some type of red flag move. Market staying strong. Good volume there. I like that. I do like that. But it keeps struggling every time it tries to pop. And it's near that resistance around 59.08. So maybe we get a break of 59.06 and I'll take profit there. 59.09, next swing high. I really do want one of these swing highs. Do you trail your stop or move to break even? Yeah, this one I moved it a little bit higher. Because my entry was right here. My stop loss was right here as soon as this candle closed. So when I entered over here, my stop loss was originally over here at this wick. And then I moved it to this candle's low once I saw we started to move in my direction. We're keep hitting this resistance up here. Definitely want to possibly stop out. But the volume, man. But the volume. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. 2 hour. I think 4 hour. 4 hour was bearish on that last candle. Yeah, we'll get out of this last contract if we get one more pump up. I'd really like to see us take out these highs, though. How's the 4 hour? The 4 hour, if we could take out that high, would be cool. We didn't take out the previous high or low on the 4 hour. We're definitely closer to taking out the high at the moment. I should have took profit on that ES long we took earlier, pre-market. That's going to be one of my new rules. Can't hold trades into open, because that went from a 2K trade to back to break even like that. It was so crazy. I like the buying that's starting to build up here, but I don't like that we're keep squeezing and failing. I want to see this pop right here. We have 30 seconds left on the 5-minute. Bookmap looks good to push higher. Isn't she lovely? Come on, ES, you got it. Get above that 59.05. It's like, I don't wanna. Low key in this area of resistance right here. Yeah, not a fan of that at all. Partials pay. I like that. Partials pay. That is awesome. Well, let's find a little support here. Don't mess around. NASDAQ trying to move higher. Hopefully ES could feel that too. VIX has been trying to move lower. New low a day on VIX, while ES has not made a new high of day. Almost stopped out of this one. We'll see. I might stop out just to take in a little profit because I'm not sure if we're going to continue here. Definitely struggling a bit. Would like to see this candle push green, trap some of these sellers because the sellers weren't really backed with much volume. Gold not stopping. No ways. Gold still go. Oh my God. Yo, why didn't you tell me this 20 minutes ago? No. I'm just kidding. That's crazy, man. Gold nonstop. Can't stop, won't stop. Gold. That's crazy, dude. EF, man, good to have you in this live stream chat, bro. Definitely join in more often. Yeah, here comes some sellers. Stopped out of my last contract on ES. That's okay. Now we'll just scalp gold for the rest of the day, for the rest of our life. And I'm just kidding. Let's see. Gold, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goldness. Dude, what happened? Did somebody just like... What happened with gold? What's going on? Are we above previous day high? We're not above previous day high. Very weird. It's funny. It feels like it's pumping like crazy, and it has moved about 10 points or so. But if we zoom out, this move right here is 30 points. So right now it's continuing higher. It's just got a little bit of low volume. It's got good continuous buying volume. It held this fair value gap right here on the 5. I wouldn't have had an entry on that though. I'm always transparent. I wouldn't have entered that one. ES pulling back like a moflo. Let's check out ES. ES coming up to a little bit of support down here. I'm just going to wait on ES for a second. If it could dip one more time, I'll look for the support to hold this 59.10. I'm sorry, 58.9, 20-ish. Like 58.90 is a very key level. I wanted that to hold for longs. Okay, let's wait and see. Got 5 minutes left in this. Buyers came back in the market. If we could come hit this 59, I'll enter at 58.94. How's the 15 look? 15 closes in 5 minutes. Weird price action, man. We'll be patient. Very choppy right now. We are above previous day high on ES, so that's why we're looking for long. Somebody asked earlier how I had my bias. It was Marcus. Got 8 points on ES. Oh, Marcus, give me 1 second and I'm going to read that. I just want to see how ES reacts over here. I'd really want to see us hit this 58.89 for an entry long, but our orb right now, we just retested the orb below. So yeah, I'll try to get in 58.94 if we get that entry. Yo, Marcus, great job. Caught 8 points off of that demand zone on ES. Great job. I always move my stop into profit after positive move and then don't give price. Good job, man. Good. Great work. Got to be careful sometimes with moving your stop losses, guys, because sometimes we do need to let the market breathe. And when I say let the market breathe, I'm really just meaning, let the market have a little bit of room, like wiggle room. And that's for when you move your stop loss, not for when you find your stop loss. Gold does some funny stuff sometimes. Yo, it definitely does, man. Definitely does. Everything does, man. Look at ES not giving me my entry. How dare you? Let's see. I'm looking for here to here. I'm also looking at the 15 minutes. Yeah, the 15 wants to close. Give me that like 94, 95-ish entry. We have 3 minutes left for the 5 to close, so I'd like to see it push red for a second and then start to push higher. Then I'll grab my long stop loss at these lows and see if we want to reverse. Sellers step in too strong here, and we just dump, then there's no trade. I don't see it yet. I'll let you guys know when. I'll give that a shot. Oh, that gave me a weird wick. Wow, that's weird. It's weird how TradingView will give you different, sort of different reaction than Bookmap. I did just take some longs there. I'm not as confident in it at this point. Stop loss is at that recent little pivot low. Was looking for this 5 to continue higher so the 15 can close with the longer lower wick. If we don't get that, then I'm just out of this trade. Yeah, look at that. Big dump right there. Gonna be patient. I'm gonna move my stop loss a little bit under that 58.90 level because we might want to hit that to use as support. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Here's that 58.90. Can look for the re-entry off that 58.90. Okay, so there's 58.90 on Bookmap. I'd like to see this hold as support, 58.89.75. But we're dumping again. Sellers have had good strength today, guys, but remember, it's been very range-bound. There's been a lot of inconsistencies in the market. So it's sort of hard to say, okay, we're definitely going long, we're definitely going short, without letting something sort of close in our favor. NASDAQ much weaker, ES trying to move higher, ES moving lower, NASDAQ much weaker. It's very back and forth. Failing higher highs, failing lower lows. NASDAQ selling off. 30 seconds left. Are we going to hold this 58.90 as support, or are we going to dump through it again? Trying to hold that level of support. Question is, are we going to fail it again like the last few levels of support we had? Let's see. I like that volume that's trying to pick up there. But it's struggling, guys. Got to be careful on that. A lot of volatility and a lot of sellers in the market right here. A lot of sellers. So trying to go long here, it's like trying to catch a falling knife. Gold continuing, crude finally trying to move higher but struggling as well. Really no A plus setups today, guys. Bookmap is trying to hold this price level on ES, but it's keep failing. So it's like sellers clearly have the momentum here. But we keep finding support. So whenever sellers step in and it looks like we're going to sell off, we end up popping back higher. So it's hard to catch shorts. It's hard to catch longs unless you're trading something a bit more directional like gold is today. Yes, keep trying to find support down here. Double break. Somebody said, what does Edgeful say for the double break on Tuesdays? Let's see. Futures ES, performance, orb, by weekday. Double break 50% of the time. Breakouts 26% of the time. Not the best information. We could check though. No, not same candle. They should give you the option to see like throughout the first hour or two or something like that. That would be cool. Oh, I'll ask him that. Create a ticket. Can you guys make it so that we can see? And then what was it? We could see first 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours of the day instead of throughout the day or same candle. Okay. Pretty cool, pretty cool. ESNQ Chop City, crude, finally some momentum behind it too. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Some crappy ass price action, if I do say so myself. Let's see. We had such a nice long down here too on ES this morning that just dumped on us when market opened. It is 10:30 right now, guys, so we do have a little time in the market. Don't forget, guys, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Bullish Bears, and it is also kevin.futures. Check out my website, tradingpioneers.net. That is my sort of coaching and educational website. I have a whole bunch of videos on there for you guys, a bunch of services and whatnot. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. It is 10:30 on a Tuesday. Market is boring as ever. Not really giving us that much to go off of. Look at ES continuing on that 5-minute. That's what I was mentioning, guys. So when we look at order flow, it's also important to look at the price action on the candlesticks as well. Because if the candlesticks are suggesting more bearish, but the order flow is trying to pick up bullish, sometimes one might outweigh the other. And a lot of times when that happens, or when one of them is saying the other one is wrong, that means that there's a better chance that we get it wrong, right? It's more of a 50-50. It's more of a gamble instead of a trade. We should not be taking those types of trades. Okay. Crude oil, gold, anything. Crude reversing out of demand. Check our order flow. Crude near key level over here, this 77.99, 78 even, key psych level. So let's see how crude wants to react to that. How long have you been trading for? I've been trading for 6 years now. So I've been trading total 6 years, been profitable for over 3. I've been teaching educating wise for a bit over a year now. Love doing that. It's funny. I love trading. I unfortunately got into trading when I got sick and I was out of work because I got sick. And I was always a highly driven person and I wanted to help my family, even though I couldn't physically do anything. I had a whole bunch of surgeries. But with that, I had time on my hands. So I took that time to study, read a whole ton of books, go through a whole ton of YouTube videos, hours and hours. I mean, 9, 10, 11 hours a day, just straight up reading books on trading, studying. It's all I did. And it helped in the long run. It was horrible what I went through. I wouldn't wish it on anybody because the hospital and the surgeon really messed me up and they did wrong on the surgery. But I guess everything happens for a reason because it put me in the direction of trading, which also put me in the direction of broadcasting, which is what I do here on Edgeful. It's what I do with Bullish Bears. It's what I do with Benzinga as well. I host a show on Benzinga on Wednesdays at 11:30 a.m. The Futures Fever Show. That is an Apex Trader sponsored show on Benzinga that I host every week. So definitely found my passion in a tough spot, but that's how long I've been trading for, man. Cameron, how about you, bro? Now, for the 15-minute orb, is there a way to check stats on a break to one side, price action, find acceptance back into the orb, then break down again on the same break? So not necessarily. So sort of like a breakdown and then a retest of the break, I guess is what you're saying. There's not really one that says when there's a retest of the range, but there's more like what you would probably look for at that point is the initial balance breakout. And you'd probably want to see like which direction single breakouts. Now initial balance goes from 9:30 to 10:30. You could set it to like the 15, so you could see how often we continue trend on the 15-minute. It's probably not going to happen too often, right? We have a lot of double breaks because it's on the 15. At this point, initial balance on the 15-minute time frame, we're looking at the orb again. But if you want, you can maybe look at like the 30-minute initial balance. So that could give us an idea if we continue as well. And you could go by weekday, Tuesday, single break. Okay, so single break on Tuesday, 61% of the time. This is on ES. So that is a single break from 10 o'clock. So where's our 10 o'clock candle? 10 o'clock candle is right here. So we broke, wait, 9 to 10. So 10 o'clock would be the open of the 10 o'clock. So this open of the 10, which is this price right here, well, it looks like it tried to break down, tried to continue. It looks like we did already get that double break. I do believe, though, let's see, initial balance, 9:30 to 10, single break. So we would have this, we'd have this. I was trying to copy it. Really? Ah, boo. They usually let you clone it if you control and drag it. Yeah, I mean, listen, if we do hold this zone down here on ES, there's a chance that we do get that single break and we continue back higher. But right now, the market has been pushing a little more bearish. Would definitely want to be patient. Best book tips and non-BBUs. Best books I'd recommend. What's that one by Mark Douglas? Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. That's a great book. Good about like psychology. What else is a good book? What else? Guys, this is like 5, 6 years ago. Here, I'll pull them up. Have them on my phone. Books. There was one that I really liked that wasn't even about trading. It was about more psychology. It was to think was it Think or Grow Rich? Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That one was my all-time favorite. Really put things in perspective. Look at ES. Oh, I like that 5-minute closes in 3 minutes, guys. Back to books. Let's see. A Complete Guide to Volume Price Analysis by Anna Colling. That was a good one. I read a bunch of just regular Candlestick. The Candlestick Bible, that was like a really old book, like half in Japanese, so the English wasn't 100% good. Not a retest since it finds acceptance back into the orb, similar to today's price action. Oh, I get what you're saying. So, like, where it breaks the orb and then it closes back within the orb, I guess, Kyle? Kyle, do me a favor. If you want, type it up like you would type it up asking them, like, in their little message board, and I'll send them a message for you. Yeah, dude, I got you, man. I always find it interesting other people's stories. Yeah, dude, it is interesting. You know, a lot of people get into trading for different reasons. Most people, you know, obviously for the money, but yeah, it's cool. I love trading. Made changed my life, and I know how much of an impact it made on my life, and that's why I guess I find such pleasure with helping other people. Because if I can make an impact on my life this greatly, then I would like to do the same for everybody else. I do believe I'm a strong believer in do what you wish is done to you, and treat others the way you wish to be treated. Not that hard to do, but a lot of people do find it difficult. We'll see how this 5-minute wants to close on ES. I will consider one more stab at the longs. What are your best? Right, I did the best books. If anybody has any questions that are on Edgeful, you guys let me know too. Almost forgot I was in the Discord for a second. I'm looking at the YouTube and the Twitter. Do 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 do. So I'm waiting for the 15 to close here, guys. If it does close as a green basing candle, I'll look for a retest here for longs. I'd much prefer it was a red basing candle because that could be a basing before we have our strong move higher. But right now it does look like we're finding some volume and continuation. $4,000, $3,000. Yeah, good volume over here, guys. Look at the 6,000 left in the dust. $50 left. I want to see a rejection lower here, but look at that. It continues to move higher. 30-minute closes in 15 minutes. The 45 closes, and it already closed 30 minutes. 90-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. 3 hour could be bullish if we continue higher for the next hour and 15 minutes. Is that the same with NQ2? It is. We'll see. We'll see how this 15 closes, guys. Very important. But it's going to close in 10 seconds. It's not closing how I would want it to. So we're going to see if we get a retest of the zone for longs. I got you, man. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. You let me know. Let me know for sure. I'm looking for a long entry on ES again, guys. Looking for longs down here, though. We want to go long at the lows, buy the lows, sell the highs. Delta's been trying to push bullish. So again, if we get a dip lower, would like to see an entry long. I'll take a stab at one right there. So it'll fill me there for my first contract, and I'll look to add if we do come into my zone. If we don't and we continue higher, then I will add up here, move my stop loss to this wick. So right now I'm starting my position. I'm looking to add to my position if we come down here and find support, but I'm also okay with stopping out because it's just a starter position. Getting some sellers in here on Bookmap. Wonder if there are any tools we could use, like a sweeps indicator or anything like that. Absorption indicator. Put it on automatic. See if it shows anything. So we just retested my zone. I want to see if we could hold it, but the selling pressure did just get pretty strong. We got some absorption there. Remember, like I said, if we start to reverse from this point, I'll add to the trade and move my stop loss up to the lower wick. So I'll add right there, moving my stop loss up a little bit. Just got to play it a little patiently. There we go. Nice reaction. Taking it slow. Slow and low, that is the tempo. Good buying pressure, good absorption came through there too. 219 left in the 5-minute. Good volume. Got to be a little careful. The volume sort of just disappeared for a second. That was weird. Size lightly because of how choppy today has been. What data feed? I use Rhythmic. This is Rhythmic data. Connections, Rhythmic. Look at that dip. A little concerning. A lot of weird absorption. I'm going to have to play around with that tool a little bit. Not stopped out yet. You guys see where my stop loss is right here. I'm waiting for I'm trying my best to let this 5-minute close. I really want this 5-minute to wick back higher. I got tons of videos, guys, by the way, on Bookmap if you are curious to learn about it. Just to look up Bookmap Bullish Bears, and Bullish Bears is the educational platform I teach with. Got a whole big playlist on YouTube, all of the indicators, how to use Bookmap, how to read the order flow with Bookmap, whole bunch of stuff. And if you guys got any questions on it, drop a comment and I'll answer you. Yeah, I don't like the selling pressure here. Again, getting weak. 50 seconds left. Isn't she ugly? Oh, ES, you're gross today. I said I was worried because the 15 didn't close as a small red candle. But again, I'm trying to find support down here. Would like to find some support down here. 20 seconds left in the 5-minute. It's going to dump. Yeah, it's dumping right now. It's dumping so fast on Bookmap that TradingView is not even showing it yet. 82 would be next downside target on ES. So we're out of any longs, but again, wouldn't look for any shorts. Look at there's that drop to 82 real quick. But now again, we're at a level of support. Going short down here, very difficult to do. Going long down here with the bearish price action, very difficult to do. Looks ready to free fall. So even though we have absorption and support down here, doesn't mean we're going to bounce. It is the bottom of the range. So we do want to be a little careful, not look for any shorts, but we also want to be careful on any longs or any positions at all. Every time we try to break lower, we reverse and push higher. Every time we try to push higher, we reverse and break lower. Good reversal right there, a little reaction. I'd like to see 85 maybe get tested. Look at that. Nope, seller said no way. He said, we got the direction today. Buckle up, buckaroo. How's our NASDAQ doing? A lot of times NASDAQ will give us a bit of a smoother drop. But not even. NASDAQ also struggling. Everything very struggling today, guys. No A+ setups. I don't see any setups that are lining up with my personal edge. There's data low on ES, major pivot. Huge reaction to that data low level. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? So we took out data low. We're range bound. The question would remain, do we want to take out data high now? 243 left, or do we want to continue lower? Because every time we look like we're reversing higher, we reverse back lower. Hourly still suggesting more bearish price action too, so it's definitely a tough spot right now. No trade zone, like all day. We had some possible trades earlier with the scalps trading this range, but other than that, it has been pretty garbage today, guys. If we could stay above 58.80, would like to see the top of the range again. If we can't, then we're just going to continue lower again. Buying, trying to bring us above this resistance level, but it's keep failing. Want to see if that resistance wants to break up and hold as support now. Again, we want to trap those sellers to the downside. So we just broke low. We just hit the data low. This would sort of be where a trap would reside. Want to see this candle turn green on ES. That would be huge. Huge. Especially for anybody trying to take shorts. They're going to be trapped. Again, a huge green reversal candle pushes back higher. We just swept a low. Did we get the orb double break? We did not get the orb double break yet, guys. The last 15-minute did close back inside the orb, but that could have been the retest. But I'd love to see a double break. If we could reverse back higher again, guys, and all of this chop continues us back higher, that would be huge. There we go. Hourly closes in 5 minutes. Look at this huge reversal right there. Definitely a tough spot on these longs, guys. Buyers keep failing. Remember that. What is a man? I have that song from what's it called stuck in my head. That show. Forget it. Look at these sellers, man. They mean business. Another crazy drop. VIX is trying to push higher, which is bearish. Inconsistent. Crude oil, gold hit this order, fair value gap again. Again, gold really would have only been the long trade, but even gold was below previous day high. Only thing that broke previous day high for a trend today would have been ES, but even ES was just so range bound, so poor price action. It is what it is. Got to take it for what it is, guys. $15 closes in 3 minutes. No A+ setups hitting anywhere. Every time buyers step in, sellers bat it down. Not looking for any longs. We'd only be looking for shorts until proven otherwise. Staying patient right now, guys. It is 10:57. We'll be wrapping up the stream shortly. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to let me know. Very poor price action today. Not the best price action to be trading. Took out data low. Really wanted to see the data high get taken out, but we did not get that today. Our 15-minute guys, we took longs on the 15 over here pre-market. Went great in our direction until finally market opened. It closed. It looked like it was continuing, and then it failed on us. Huge fail. Other than that, we did try another long here. They just were not working out today, guys. Market structure was not in our favor, so we have to take that clue from the market and say, okay, well, then I'm done for the day. Or, okay, well, if I hit X amount of trades or X amount of losses, then I have to call it a day. That's how we have to trade. Can't believe ES, though, man. Was really looking for longs. Really hoping we continue higher. But every time there's a sign that says longs are stepping in, whapow, sellers say, nope, no, thank you. Weighted index is dumping right now. Do think maybe NASDAQ might want to dip. We'll have to see. I want to see if NASDAQ has any support under us. I don't think it does, other than this broken supply zone right here, 20,929. So that's my target on NQ. So if we get a strong drop on NASDAQ, I'd like a strong scalp to the downside here. Getting some selling pressure on ES. Want to see NQ show that too. There we go. There we go. And one more drop, I'll get out of one contract. We'll hold the other. Beautiful. But now we are in an area of support, so I'm going to be a little careful here. Oh, yeah, give me a drop. Let's go. It's wicking, though. It's trying to drop, and it's wicking, so I'm a little concerned because ES and NQ are both at a level of support now. So we'll see if we get one more drop. I'll get out of my last NASDAQ short scalp, and we'll call it a day there. Yeah, ES, NASDAQ, looking like it's trying to hold. Would like to see it just fail lower. Beautiful, just like that. Giant, huge. Give me one more drop and I'll be out. I'll be out of your hair, NASDAQ. I'm gonna get out there. I don't trust it to wick back up on me. Alright, guys. Take a little scalp to end the stream. Just got to ride that momentum, find that trend. Was a little late to the party on the shorts on NQ, but that is a-okay. Rather be late than never. We'll make sure we find a better setup next time. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to message me. See if there's a trade in the afternoon. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, a lot of times, guys, when we have choppy price action in the morning, we'll get a really nice move, like what's it called? Like power hour kind of move. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Always keep an eye on the 15-minute time frame when we are in a range-bound price action. Very important. Marcus said 5-minute on ES had 4 lower highs today. Lower high, lower high, lower. You're right, Marcus. That's a great point. So it was making lower highs, but up until this point, even right here, this point, we weren't really making lower lows. So price action was squeezing. And a way we could see that is we could put trend lines to the highs and trend lines to the lows. So we saw that price was starting to squeeze, but it was also, it kept failing and it kept failing. Once it failed to hit that high again here and used VWAP, this would have been a potential short entry. That is okay. We're not going to get them all. It is what it is. We just got to note it and do better next time. Look at that. NQ still dropping. ES still dropping. I did delete the NASDAQ off of my book map because I wasn't using it too much and it was taking up a lot of data. But we'll see about adding it back. Time is it, ladies and gentlemen? It is 5 after 11. If you guys got any questions, please let me know. NASDAQ continuing on this drop. And it might keep continuing on this drop because now a lot of people are stepping away. It comes 11 o'clock. Price action was choppy. A lot of people said at 10:30, 10:50, I'm out of here. And what happened after that? They left and the market continued. Gap fill on ES, guys. That's huge. Gap fill on ES. I was bullish today, not expecting us to fill that gap, and we, in fact, did fill that gap. That is huge. Definitely going to have to work on figuring out a way to sway the bias a little bit to read that. You got that CPI report. That's right, Robert. Good point. We got CPI tomorrow. Got to keep an eye on CPI. Does it want to give us the same reaction? Now, guys, now we could say the past 2 days, which is today, and Friday, when we had some sort of news report or data report at 8:30, it gives us a spike, and then it fails and pushes lower and trends lower. That happened the same thing I thought it happened the same thing on Friday as well. So check this out. Friday, we had our news here, data high, data low, and we tried to push higher. We failed, pushed below data low, and continued lower. So now, if anything, we could use that data low as a key level to look for a short position. Delete a whole lot of these older levels. So now the next setup, 58.70. And we'd have to see if we have any demand zones under us to hold as support. We have a 3-hour all the way down there. We have a, nope, 15-minute maybe, 30-minute, 45. A little bit. Smallest area of support right here. Great sell-off, guys. Good selling pressure. Glad we were able to scalp a little bit of that. A lot of traders dumping positions to be flat tomorrow like me. That's a good point too, man. When we have some type of news or data, a lot of traders might be exiting their position so they don't get hit by that volatility. I'd maybe like no, I was gonna say like see Nasdaq on this 15-minute fair value gap, but I don't think so. Yesterday, gold gave a 15-minute fair value gap that held. I guess this would have been today's. Crude oil pulling back. I'm going to add an alert up here, guys, because I am going to wrap up the stream and probably walk away from my monitors. That way, if I do get an alert that price reacts up here, I could check my phone or come over to my setup and see how price is reacting at that point. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I will be live again. What's tomorrow's Wednesday? I think I'll be live tomorrow in Edgeful's Discord community. So you guys make sure to join that. And yeah. Yep. 30-minute. 30 doesn't close for 22 minutes though, so I don't think that's going to be the play. You know what's funny though? When I was looking at the hourly this morning, I said how this hourly candle was very bearish, and I should have kept that bias. I was correct on that. Hourly, got to look for those higher time frames to line up to give us trend, not the lower time frames. Weighted index is pulling back a bit. Thinking I most likely look for shorts on Nasdaq, depending on how price reacts and if we get that level. All right, guys, I'm wrapping it up. Have a great day, everybody. Hope you guys were able to take some nice trades. I know I got a little chopped up this morning. Should have took profits on those ES longs. That is A-okay. Tomorrow's a new day, and the day after that's a new day after that. Have a great day, everybody. Happy trading. Hit that like, hit that subscribe.